How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back on Pokemon Showdown for another UU live. I just finished recording the last one, which you probably saw about a week ago now, with the Cradilly team. And the way that I've been kind of doing these lives is I've been thinking them as a two-parter. So because we only do 20-minute videos, my plan for the channel, for those of you that care, is to do a 20-minute video every single day once the new year comes around. From 2019, I want to have a 20-minute video up every day, and what I want to do for some of these is maybe do them in two parts. So on a Tuesday, you might have the first part of the Cradilly UU live, and then on a Thursday, the second part of the Cradilly UU live. Something like that, right? That's my kind of rough idea for what I want to do for the channel. So with that in mind, this is the second part of that. Now at the minute, I'm not being that regular, I'm just dipping around different tiers and different teams. But I had a little switch up, I've added Hydreigon instead of Starmie. It's essentially the same set as Starmie, just a little bit more offensive, I guess. It's still max speed, max HP. I don't have any recovery on this one though. It's an extra pivot because I felt like we were missing that a little bit. And it's default instead of rapid spin so we can handle screens, but it also gives me a prankster immunity. Which I felt like we needed a little bit. The only thing that I really think this team is missing is a Scarfer, because again, I'm looking at Ape like, wow, Scarf 8 blows through my team. I have to make some good switches. So this, I think a lot of teams lead with Rocks, Swampert, so yeah, there we go. That's exactly what we see here. Now, he could easily go into okay, he stays in. I could easily go to Chandelure was my fear on this Giga Drain or the Ape, and having either of them toxic would be nice. I think he's probably going to go for a toxic of his own. Probably, but I can't really go Big Steve on this thing. So let me just get my rocks up. He actually just goes straight up for an Earthquake. So we can get our own rocks up there, and at least we can pressure Chandelure and Ape now. I'm actually going to go for a toxic because we can take another Earthquake, and if he wants to switch out here, okay, he goes for his own toxic. That's definitely not ideal. So we can just Giga Drain here now. I kind of want a toxic again, I'm not going to lie. But he may well go, actually, does he just go Magneton here? He probably just goes Magneton here, but he could Earthquake. No, I'm going to Giga Drain. Okay, he does go Magneton. I did kind of think that we could have just gone Hippo, but we can still just go Hippo. That's the thing that I'm not too concerned about. An Analytic Boosted Flash Cannon is going to do a lot, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Big Steve and then into Hippo. Oh, no, we can't because of Magnet Pull. Well, we'll find out if he's Analytic or not. Let's go into Hippo now. Okay, this thing is... But if he's Scarf, then he's in a bad shape. So... let's go for the Earthquake. Okay, Togekiss can come in. That's fine by me. Now we'll go for the Meteor Mash. I'll take a Flamethrower from you. I'm AV'd. That is fine. You can defog because you are a problem for my team. Now, you might want to go Pert on the switch-in, but we're just going to BP anyway. It stops him getting a big Fire Blast off if he wants to go for the big Fire Blast. Should kill, I think. Well, let me see. Meteor Mash did about 60%. We're looking at just less than half damage, so, I mean, that won't kill, actually. Let's just go for the Meteor Mash, then. If that's not going to kill, we'll go for the Meteor Mash, and he should go Pert here, or she, potentially. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I wish I had Heal Bell support, but I don't. And now that we're at +1, this thing's going to come in and trap us with a Hidden Power Fire, I'm guessing. But we are AV, so we will take that, or a Thunderbolt even. And our Earthquake is going to really hurt you. Like, yeah, that doesn't do that much because we're AV, my friend. Goodbye. 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 Goodness. And then Ape comes out. Wow. Okay, we have to just go hard Donna. We do not switch into this thing well. If he goes for the Grass Knot, if he's Special Ape, that could be a problem. I mean, Special Ape in general would be a problem. We do okay against Physical Ape, but so he takes recoil from the Flare Blitz and he burns us, which sucks. I'm just gonna go for the Toxic again because he doesn't have. I was gonna say he doesn't really have a great switch in other than Pert, and Pert doesn't want to get Toxic as he's already shown us trying to get the Heal Bell off. So I feel this should be a Scold. Which gives me Hydreigon. What can he do? Toxic me? He can Rocks, and I can Defog. He could Toxic again, but I think... is that Mega Shark? Probably needs to be careful of that. I just don't want Rocks up. Perfect. Now let's just try and Dark Pulse. If we can flinch, the toxic damage should take him out without him getting his rocks up. We don't get a flinch, but he goes straight for the Scold, which is a weird play to me. Why you wouldn't just rocks again, I don't know. But it does mean that we get the KO with the Dark Pulse. We have to be careful not to get swept by Sharpedo. I think Cradilly will probably take one from it. So this could easily be a U-turn. This could easily be a U-turn to get Shark in for free. I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse because I thought that looked likely. He should never, ever, ever go Chandelure, right? So, okay, he goes Chandelure. I mean, he's going to take big damage from this anyway. I wanted to try and catch the Shark. I mean, you shouldn't go Shark either, to be fair. If we had Roost, that would have been amazing there, but sadly we don't. But now what we can do is we can try and set up with Haxorus, maybe. I mean, Shadow Ball is going to do so much, and he can still protect and get to +1, and we probably can't go to +2 on this thing, actually. I think we have to go into Pidgeot, because I need to keep everything else relatively healthy to not get swept by Sharpedo. We should do a Sharpedo live. Would you guys be down for a Sharpedo live? I want to do one now. That thing looks like a monster. Like, it's nearly sweeping my pretty defensive team already. As he does just go hard into it. Goodness. I wish we were Sash Haxorus, but Z has come in useful a few times, to be fair. We might take one with... We won't take one. He's going to be boosted. We're not going to take one with Big Steve, are we? We've got to hope that Cradilly can take an Ice Beam. That's our biggest hope. An Ice Crunch. That's our biggest hope. So, we'll just Hurricane here. He's got to go for the Protect. We don't have anything else to switch into to deal with this. I mean, I could have gone Metagross and gone for the Bullet Punch to try and put him in range, but like, and then I guess I could have saved this. That probably would have been the play, actually. That probably would have been the play. Other than he could have gone to +2 on me. But what would that matter? It probably wouldn't. So what we need, Cradilly, is we need for you. This is the Cradilly live. We need for you to come through here, Cradilly. We need for you to take... Oh, wow, he doesn't have... He does have ice. He's already shown me ice. He obviously thinks rock resists ice. We will take another one of those. And he's maybe in bullet. Ah, smart play. I'm stupid for not reading that. I'm stupid for not reading that. Ah, I may have just choked that. I should have synthesized on the protect. I should have synthesized on the protect all day. Ah, that was so foolish. Nice play by him. Okay, so we have to see if he's in BP range. That's what it comes down to. If we somehow take a crunch, because like, what's he got? Protect, Ice Fangs, Psychic Fangs. He might not even have crunch. He might not even have crunch. Like I'm. Does he not have it? I don't think he has it. Okay, so that means that will Ice Fang kill Hippo? I don't know if Ice Fang will kill Hippo. I don't know if Ice Fang will kill Hippo, and then Haxorus should be able to take any hit from 8 and win. This is what it comes down to. We do take that with ease, being Big Fizz Def. Whew! That was weird. That was a weird game. We won, but like, I played that shaky. Played that very, very shaky. I say we won. I assume this thing can't Oko Haxorus with a close combat. We're about to find out. It shouldn't. It should never Oko us with a... Oh, I mean, we lived. I didn't even notice that we lived. Big Hippo coming through. There we go. So Cradilly not only tanking the hit from the Sharpedo, but genuinely winning us that game. Along with Donna, I guess, actually, to be fair. Good old Cradilly. Let's get another one. I love this team, actually. I feel like the Hydreigon, to staying in on his U-turn and going for the Dragon Pulse, I feel like was definitely a play that changed the momentum in that game, because, you know, we read he was trying to get his Sharpedo in to start winning. So I definitely big fan of that play. So we're going up against another Mega Pidgeot. Wow, other people's teams look so much more powerful than I think mine is, but then I guess mine is all power apart from the Cradilly. I really like Haxorus if we can get a Dragon Dance off, but what the hell do we Dragon Dance on? Like, what do we get? Maybe like a weakened Cobalion we could Dragon Dance on, or maybe a Zeraora if it was Choice Locks we could Dragon Dance on. What's his best leads? Cobalion, Pidgeot, or Zeraora for me. Big Steve leads well against... man. I really don't know who to lead in this game. Let's go Pidgeot, because that leads well against most of those. Okay, so I'm just going to fire off a big Heat Wave here. Getting chip on this thing would be really, really nice. I don't know what I would want to U-turn into. I mean, I could easily U-turn into Hippo, but I feel like he's just going to go for rocks. And we just straight up Oko. Mega Pidgeot does not fuck around. And he forfeits turn 1. My goodness, this is a problem being low ladder. Guys, if you play on Showdown and you're low ladder, do not forfeit turn 1 or you will forever be low ladder. Like, that's not how you, like, my goodness, you can still win games just because you get turn 1 wrong doesn't mean that you lose. And why did he think that I wouldn't do that particularly? Okay, anyway, focus. Haxorus looks pretty good again, but we definitely need a lot of chip on that bloody, I hate this thing. Doublade. It can just sweep me if I'm not careful. So I really need to preserve Hippo to handle the Doublade, and probably the Hydreigon as well to handle the Doublade. Again, we're going to lead off with Mega Pidgeot. Okay, so this thing is like usually like a taunt, whatever. He has to switch, in my opinion, on this, but this should be Sash, actually. So he might just go for a Spike. He could just go for an Ice Beam. Should be Sash, right? It should be Sash. It could be Trick. That would be... He wouldn't Trick this, right? So this should probably be an Ice Beam. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll U-turn into Bullet Punch, and I think that's a solid play. We break his Sash. We go into Big Steve as he fires off a Taunt. Why would you taunt a Mega Pidgeot? That was a horrible play. And we just go straight up for the Meteor Mash here. If he Shadow Balls, it's not going to do that much. Oh, Willow. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's a fair play. And he disables my Meteor Mash, but that means he's going to stay in. And what we've prevented at the cost of Big Steve is we've prevented Spikes. I am gutted that the Big Steve lost some physical prowess with the burn. It's really not ideal. It's really not ideal at all. But is he really just going to go to try and set up on me? He's just going to go to set up on me straight up. Let's just Whirlwind this man out. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. This is my physical wall. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine too. This could be special, but... so, like, this looks like a Joey Pokeaim team with Spikes and Defiant Bishop, which is why I'm really happy that we managed to get rid of the Spikes, because I don't really want to defog on a Bishop. I'm just going to Toxic here, because I don't think he goes into any... You don't go into a Steel type on Donna, so... I'm going to go for the Toxic. I think this could be a Latios switch-in, because it's ground immunity for him. So if he goes straight into Lati, we can get a big Toxic off on that. And if he goes into either of his Steel types, then we just Earthquake, and that's okay too. If he goes into Shark, then we put that thing on a timer. Again, we need to be careful how we play around Shark. We know that Donna can take some hits from it, but okay. Ooh, that does so much. So that is probably a special Komodo. That is probably a special Komodo. Or at least a mixed. So we're looking at probably Clanging Scales, Close Combat. Probably not great ways to hit Metagross. Doesn't look like it should be a setup variant. So we can go Metagross and kind of stall a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It is a special variant. And now he might want to go into one of his setup threats. One of his Steel setup threats. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake in case he thinks it's safe to go Doublade or Bishop. We can get a little bit of chip. When I say a little bit of chip, I mean a tiny bit of chip. My goodness. Pidgeot is immune to Shadow Sneak. So we can get a big Heat Wave off right now. I pressure this thing immediately. I'm not screwing around with this. It will kill me with a gyro. Oh, we get the burn. That might make us live. It does not make us live. But that is fine because... Do we think we kill with Bullet Punch? Do we think we have speed? We definitely have speed. Do we think we kill with Bullet Punch? I don't want to risk chip on Hydreigon if I don't need to. In fact, here's the play. We go into Hydreigon. He Shadow Sneaks and dies to burn as we defog, and we get rid of rocks without making the Bishop get the Defiant boost. Beautiful! Look at that. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. My friend, I'm not choiced. I'm not choiced. You've seen my leftovers. That's not the play. That's never the play. I'm max speed. Sharpedo. Oh, fuck. we really needed some health on Hippo. We really needed some health. But we've seen that Kraydilly can take one, right? We've seen that Kraydilly can take one. This thing must have Ice Fangs. He's trying to hit me with the Ice Fangs here for sure. So what we're going to do is we are going to... how much do I need this thing late game? I really don't need this thing at this point. I really don't need this thing at this point, so let's just get damage off. I wish we had... Well, I don't wish we had Draco, because we'd have just burnt it, I guess, on the Komodo. I think we're okay still. I think we're okay. We don't outspeed the Lati, so that's why I'm not too bothered about preserving this. And the Bishop, we don't really... It resists both moves we have. So... I'm happy just to get damage off on this Sharpedo. He does outspeed me, and he probably will kill me with the Ice Fang here, if he's got the Ice Fang, which he should have, but if he's got the Psychic Fang, then he won't. Okay, so what do you have? You have Ice Fang. You have no water move. Like, that's the Joey team had no water move, so that doesn't really help me because Donna's so low. Fuck. Doesn't really help me because Donna's so low. He shouldn't go for another Protect here. There's no benefit, so yeah. There's no point in me trying to pivot. Now, we just need Benjamin to take one, which is shown already it will do. Hopefully this does not freeze, and the Giga Drain should kill. And then Haxorus can maybe win. It's going to be tight with this. I wish we weren't burnt. If we weren't burnt on Big Steve, this game would be in the bag. Like, this game would be sorted because we would take any hit from the Lati. We would be able to take it out with Pursuit. Okay, so he should go Bishop here. And he should... Oh, okay, because Lati. I think that's the one. I'm going to just Toxic you. I was going to say, I don't think that's the one because I'm Spadef. I'm very Spadef. The Draco Meteor did 38, so we should live any hit from this thing. Which means we can Synthesis. I don't know about this music. Let's not have this business going on. I'm not sure about this music. There we go. We'll just pick a different one. Now, this should be a Swords Dance into a Sucker Punch, which is really problematic. Yeah, this might just win in the game. I should have doubled out. Should have doubled out. I really should have doubled out. That was me getting distracted by the bloody music. That was so obvious. Ah, man. I think he wins. Because I don't think we take a +2 Life Orb Sucker Punch with Haxorus. I have to play some mind games. We're going to have to play some mind games here. So we can stall him out of Sucker Punches. I so want to attack here right now. This is where the mind games come in now. Because if we Earthquake, we win. I'm sure this is Life Orb, because I'm sure this is the Joey team. If we Earthquake, we win. If we Dragon Dance again, at some point we have to Earthquake. I think we Earthquake now. I don't think he suckers. I think he thinks we're gonna... Oh, he does sucker. He gets us. He gets us. We should have Dragon Danced again. I mean, that was the 50-50 we had to go for. Hopefully he doesn't just straight up attack here. Hopefully he goes for the sucker. And if he goes for the sucker, then we might just win still. This is our kind of B plan. This is our kind of B plan. If he's just thinking he has to sucker punch it, he doesn't. He just goes for the Iron Head. Okay. Big Steve. I don't think you'll take a sucker punch, but Big Steve, maybe. Nope. Okay, Kraydilly. In sand. There's no way. There's no way. We're gonna lose this one. It was on that. That damn music. I'm blaming that. I don't care. I'm blaming the music. I swear I would have doubled out onto the Haxorus so he couldn't so he couldn't Sword Dance. I mean, I don't know if we took a Life Orb Sucker Punch from full. I'm pretty sure we did. GG. GG to my opponent. It came down to an interesting 50-50. It is what it is. Have we got time for one more? Let's just do one more. Let's do one more. And then that will be... We'll retire this team for at least now. By the way, guys, if there are any teams that you see in these lives that you want to see again, that you feel like 2 episodes wasn't enough, then shout at me to do them again. I'll do them again. We just need to probably focus on one tier at some point, though, so that we can grind up out of low ladder, because some of the games are not the best. Let's see. So Pidgeot just looks insanely good here. Like, insanely good. And I have to be careful not to be swept by a power White Herb Shell Smash set, but I don't think I will be. I'm actually going to lead off with the boy because I think it looks that good. Okay, so Scarf, Ice Beam could be a problem. We'll go hard Big Steve. See what it is. Ice Beam tickles us, and we can Fire Fade Pursuit as this thing should switch out. Boom! There we go, and that's why we have the Pursuit over whatever was the move that I said that I wanted earlier. I can't even remember at this point. So we'll go, well, do we go Hydreigon on this? I think we could just go Cradilly on this, to be honest. Like, what's this thing going to do? It's going to do Rocks, and I, too, am going to do Rocks. And you're probably going to Whirlwind? That's fine. I thought you were going to Toxic. This is the other thing that I didn't mind having in on you. So, you don't switch in well to me particularly. So, I'm just going to Dragon Pulse here. Okay, you want to go for the Toxic, so tell you what we're going to do. You're going to go for the Toxic again, I'm almost certain. So we are going to U-turn out. We are going to U-turn out, and we're going to U-turn out into the Metagross as he goes for the Toxic. And then we're going to pivot into the Cradilly as he goes for the Earthquake if he has it. We just go straight for the Whirlwind. Okay, now we're both inside, and we probably just want to exchange Toxics. How valuable is my Hippo in this game? Pretty valuable for stopping the Minior, but I think Big Steve can do that. So, alright. And at this point, I'm just going to go back into Big Steve because I don't think he Earthquakes here. In fact, I'm going to go into... yeah, I'm going to go back into Big... yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think he Earthquakes here. As he just Whirlwinds again. And here, I'm pretty sure he is going to... Whirlwind. Okay, he just goes hard Mandibuzz. That's a weird switch. If I had Dragon Dance there, my goodness. If I had Dragon Dance there, we might have just won. Should I burn my Dragonium Z right in here, right now? This should be a foul play, I'm guessing. So, let's go into Cradilly on what I think will be a foul play, and we can get a Toxic on this thing. Yep, there we go. He's expecting me to set up, and he wants to foul play on me, so that's why he was doing that. We've used Mandibuzz enough to kind of figure what's going on there. I'm going to Toxic. He could go into Gligar. This is going to be a long game. I say one more game, my dinner's in the oven, and we get a long game like this. Okay, he gets the Defog off. That is fine. I get the Toxic on you. That's far more valuable to my mind. I wish that we had Heal Bell on this team. I really do. And I'm just going to set Rocks up again. Okay, you can taunt me. I'm still getting Lefty's recovery. And now I'm probably going to go Pidgeot because you might want to... Okay, I thought he might want a Toxic, but he goes out into Durant. So, we just click Hurricane here always. Why would you stay in? Are you Sash? You're Sash. Okay, that's cool. That's cool tech. We should have gone for the Heat Wave because we might have been able to snag a burn. But it doesn't really matter. I went for the Hurricane in case he tried to pivot out into something that might take a Heat Wave, like a Scarf Starmie, for example, that I feared a little bit. So this should be a Shell Smash, but I still have, still very much have checks. Metagross is mainly here for this thing, so let me go into Metagross as he goes for the Shell Smash. I can still Whirlwind him out later, I'm pretty sure anyway. I believe this Meteor Mash is going to do quite a lot. I think Meteor Mash into Bullet Punch will kill, so I'm a bit surprised. Unless he's special with Earth Power. I really don't know anything about Minior. This could be special with Earth Power. But I think we'll take one with AV. See, it's Earthquake. I didn't even know it got Earthquake. There we go, don't even need the Bullet Punch. And we get the special attack boost. And my opponent forfeits. Again, he still could have won this game. Like, with this trio here, it would have been difficult, but maybe, like, I don't know. I think he should carry on playing. Anyway, there we go, guys. This team is fire. Once again, this team will be linked down in the description. I didn't save the Starmie team. I need to replicate my Starmie set because obviously I haven't uploaded that video yet and I forgot to save it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You don't care about that. Thank you so much for playing around with me, guys, and I'll catch you again next time.